But welcome, everyone. We're here at the Strive305 podcast. Very excited. My name is Tico Casamayor. I'm your co-host, along with Irvans Augustin, you see over there from Urban Impact Lab. And today we have two very attractive and beautiful guests and friends of mine, both from Miami Lakes, town of Miami Lakes. But before we get to our guests, I'm not going to introduce you yet because then everybody's going to want to talk to you and only you. I got to make some announcements. Number one, Wells Fargo, thank you for their support with the website and with everything they do for Strive305. Thank you to Mayor Levine Cava for the initiative. Thank you to Manny Sid for being our leader and abusing us and making us do all these crazy things. Thank you to Grant Miller and Michael Miller for hosting us in their studios. Thank you to our sponsor for today. So our sponsor for today, you're going to see these beautiful little guys right here. These are from Coconut Creations, Signature Classic. Come on up here. Let's introduce you to Cheryl. Let's introduce you to Cheryl Chef. Chef Cheryl, right? Chef
Cheryl.
Tell us.
Thanks for coming on the show.
What we got here, because I know we have two different versions here.
So my name is Cheryl Chambers, and my company is Coconut Creations. And I brought today my signature coconut cake and my new addition to my my vegan gluten-free coconut cake.
So which is which?
So the one on the right is the standard coconut cake.
Oh yeah.
And the one on the left is the vegan gluten-free cake.
All right.
Are these for us? Can we use?
Oh yes, absolutely. No.
Don't worry.
No, give me the one over there without you touching it.
Oh, this is the love that I get. You see from our guests too. All
So
right,
that's vegan, gluten-free.
Where's your business located? How do we find you?
So I am located in Palmetto Bay, and where I have been in business for 2 years now.
Do you have a website?
I'm currently not, but I'm working on that, and but I can be located on Instagram and Facebook at Coconut Creations by Cheryl.
Coconut Creations by Cheryl.
It's excellent.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Really good.
Thank you.
Another example of our small businesses and what we're here in Strive305, what we're here to help promote. And I'm going to be able to help you with that website. I have a website company for you. And if you need if you need accounting issue, all through the Strive305, you'll get all that help from there.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being the sponsor today of our show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Without our sponsors, we wouldn't eat.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
So
Thanks for coming by, Cheryl. This is really excellent, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
So the guests we have today come from, like I said, Miami Lakes. They're from the Commissioner District 13. And who's our District 13 Commissioner? One of our favorite friends, Senator Rene Garcia. So this is a Senator Rene Garcia sponsored event as well. He just doesn't know that it's from District 13. These rock people are bound. So, okay, let me go with our guests. First guest. I'm saving the best for last.
Of course.
We have Ray Palacios. Ray Palacios is the president of the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce. He also owns First Origin Mortgage. So he's a hard money lender. Is that correct?
Just a lender over. Mortgage lender.
Okay, whatever. I heard you say it once and it sounded good, so I wanted to.
We do hard money. That's one of the products.
That's one of the products. All right, so he's not only a small business as well, Miami Lakes, but he's president of the chamber. I wanted him here today because networking, getting to know people, knowing other businesses, how we promote our businesses, and spending money on marketing is sometimes impossible. So chambers provide an easy way for us to network and an inexpensive way for us to network. He's going to tell you about that today. And also with us today is a fresh new member of the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce, Janel Baez, but she's also a journalist with the Rich Reporter. So, and she has that, and then she has also her own company called Financial Shield, which she's going to talk about that. So while you guys, or Bonds, obviously, of course, are good-looking guys, the one that does all the hard-hitting questions, so I'll let him. But I would love for you to tell everybody the importance of the chamber, the issues that you've had with a small business, and how, and things you learned and things you can teach others so that when they start doing business, how they can better it and what your product does for small businesses. I learned about it a little bit before before our podcast today, some of the things that she's doing, and it's next level. I'd love for you to hear with your financial and money lending background, what products they offer, and then teach us and tell us, if it's true, good, if it's bad, teach us everything. Okay, all that said, can I do one more special guest? I have one more special guest. I'd like to get him off before because if, people talking to you guys are going to fall asleep. So I want to hear
This guy.
from our friend, Pietro Bonacosa. Come up, Pietro, come up here. Pietro is a good friend as well. He's from Easter Seals, and they have a big event that he's going to tell you about. And I go to that event every year when he lets me in. Sometimes he blocks me and doesn't let me through the doors. But most of the time when I go, it's one of the most spectacular events that we do here in Miami. Pietro, please tell us about it.
Hi, everyone. Tico, thank you so much for the hospitality. It's a pleasure meeting you all. My name is Pietro Bonacosa. I work for Easter Seals, South Florida. We are a wonderful nonprofit organization that helps children, young adults, and older adults with special needs and disabilities. We have one of our signature events coming up called Festival of Chefs. It's our 35th year this year. Very exciting.
Wow, already?
It's on September 25th, which is a Thursday at Jungle Island. This event, 100% of the proceeds support our culinary arts program, which is a vocational training program for students at the high school level who have unique abilities. We're very excited. The student chefs will be there. The event is chaired by Chef Jeremy Ford, who is a Michelin star, winner of Top Chef on Bravo. We're going to have people from all walks of life, a lot of great surprises, a silent auction. We invite chefs. We expect over 35 chefs to participate, a lot of beverage brand sponsors. So it's a big, big event. It's a culinary tasting experience, all for an amazing cause. Please join us. There's a QR code on the graphic that you see on the screen, or go to festivalofchefs.com.
For those listening, like on Slam Radio, where can they find you or look you up?
Festivalofchefs.com.
Festivalchefs.com.
And also easterseals.com/South Florida. But festivalofchefs.com is where they can get tickets to this amazing event. We're expecting 500 guests or more, influencers, people who care about the mission, philanthropists, friends of Easter Seals, people who are connected to the disability space. And we're just really excited. And Tico is a frequent flyer at Easter Seals and at Festival of Chefs. So please come one, come all. Join us. It's going to be a very special night. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Spectacular.
Thanks for stopping by.
Food, drinks. It's food, drink. It's all night long.
And a lot of mission moments. And I'm sorry, I wasn't sure where to look. I'm just kind of,
No, you're fine.
my eyes are going everywhere. But yes,
It's okay. Everybody's looking at you. Now.
that's great. Thank you. Thank you
The
for,
looking guy here.
well, no, I don't know about that. But thank you all for having me. It's such an honor. And thank you all for allowing us to share about this amazing event that is amazing nonprofit. And please come visit us.
We will. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. See you soon.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. Thank you.
All right,
Eventually,
you guys.
show.
You know that while that graphic was on the screen, somehow one of these little guys disappeared.
I've already eaten
Oh,
four
oh,
myself.
already?
So.
Wow. Chef,
Yeah, they are. They're really good.
spectacular. What really good. I did the vegan one and that was gold. So I'm gonna try this other one next time the camera goes off for me. So I don't like people seeing me eat. It's embarrassing. Oh, by the way, you do a little bit of Cuban coffee after that and
Oh my God, he's gonna be jumping through the ceiling.
Oh no, yeah.
Sugar and caffeine, like no.
And this is from one of our other sponsors that sponsors us all the time, BB's Bakehouse. This is like my favorite coffee. So I go there, have them load up my little.
Yeah, that's where the coffee's from?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And it stays out in this little canister. It's excellent. I think I got it at Publix. So
That's awesome.
So yes, very exciting. I'll be drinking this throughout the show. So on that point, let me shut up. Irvans, take over.
Can you with all this coffee?
Oh, I know.
I may be more involved in this one than usual.
That's
Go ahead, do your thing.
Thanks so much for coming on the show for both of you. Actually, well, we'll start with Ray, since you're the one who kind of brought everybody together. Like, Tico,
What?
You've done so many. I looked at your resume just a little bit, but like right now as chamber, how long you been at the chamber? Actually, out of curiosity.
I've been a member of the chamber for, I think, over 15 years or so. And then I was a part of the board for several years and then just became president this year.
Congrats.
So we took over trying to get a little bit more involved with the community, increase our membership. It's a fantastic chamber of commerce over in Miami Lakes. So if you haven't heard about them,
You guys have amazing things, especially like on LinkedIn and other events. And Tico's always telling me, what do you tell, like, you recruited Janel? I was about to call you.
So I met Janelle at an event a couple months back. And then she expressed interest in becoming a part of the chamber. We recruited her, brought her on board. She's our newest member of the chamber. Not only with her journalism, but she also has her own business. And that's what we do. So, aside from all these smaller networking clubs like BNI or NPI or whatever they want to, whatever the other ones are called, we welcome everybody, every small business out there. We are a way to collaborate. It's very inexpensive. I think it's a quarter of the cost of any of the other clubs out there. And we don't limit it to just one person. You go out there, you're going to shake hands with over 100 people every single event. And, you go to multiple events, it's 200, 300, 400 people that you're networking with, as opposed to just 30 or 40 belonging to one BNI or one NPI or any of these other clubs. So, it's a cheap way to promote your business.
How do you, when you're welcoming and introducing these small businesses, how do you get them to start participating and engaging? Because I'll just speak for myself as a small business owner. A lot of times I've gone to the chamber events and they seem kind of, I don't know where to start. There's like 200 people in a room, and like if the goal is to engage and to grow my business, like where do you tell a small business to start? Like, let's say start at the chamber.
Well, first we try to, if it's a brand new business, we try to incorporate the ribbon cutting. We'll invite the mayor, and that's the benefit of being a part of a chamber. Whether it's us, Greater Miami Chamber, or South Miami Chamber, all of these different chambers are all very good in their own respect. So we're all very tied to the community leaders and the elected officials of that community. So we incorporate the mayors, the council. We'll do a ribbon cutting at your place. All that stuff we do for free. So there are other chambers that don't do it for free. They'll charge you, something. I don't know what their fees are, but we try to coordinate everything with the mayor, the councilman, get them out there. We've had ribbon cuttings with over 100 people. So we'll bring almost our entire membership to your facility or your place of business, and then they'll take a look around. You give them a tour, and that's how they all kind of get to know each other.
That's amazing. So it really is an easy opportunity to get publicity and to get attention and a little bit of spotlight. There's so much competition, so much noise everywhere. So that's amazing. Like, what other offerings or things does the chamber have?
So prior to a couple of years ago, let's say most of the chambers would just do a lunch and that's it. So it was every month it's a luncheon, and it kind of got a little dull and nostalgic. So we've incorporated happy hour events that are free to actually the public and our membership. So we want other people from outside the membership to come and enjoy our happy hours and incorporate with our members as well. You just go there, you buy your own drinks, and you're shaking another 100 hands. And then we've got, aside from the ribbon cuttings, the happy hours, we do annual golf tournaments, to kind of get them together. Everything we do is also for charity. So none of our board members have any salaries or anything like that. We do it based on volunteer hours. So I volunteer my time. Tico also is a part of the Chamber of Commerce in Miami Lakes. He volunteers a lot of his time.
Yeah, he's everywhere. I don't even know where he's.
Yeah, actually, I'll add a couple of things that he didn't mention. Because the gala, he planned a gala this year, which we've never had before. So now I have to buy a tux. I can wear my tux that I've had in the closet for a long time. No more funny T-shirt for that night.
Just wear a black boy arena.
Tux with a T-shirt. Well, we have a gala coming up as well. Right. And then the other good thing about our chamber that I love, if you have the lunches, let's say we do a happy thing before, half an hour.
Networking,
connecting everybody together. Yeah. And him and I are the most annoying people. If I see somebody standing in a corner by themselves, I'll take my camera, of course, take pictures of them, grab them, and then bring them and introduce them to everybody. And I will walk them around and torture them. Janelle's going to suffer that this week. We have a lunch. She'll be suffering that.
I already have, though. I already, yeah.
I grab them and I take them.
You're still here, Janelle.
I'm still here, okay. Yeah.
That says something.
She did it for Ray.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign.
So, those kind of things that he's very big about doing that, the same as us, same as I. And then we do go to a lot of other events and a lot of together. We're always saying it. It's always us that are going to go to the Doral Chamber. Yeah, I did a ribbon cutting for Miramar on Sunday, which is, in Broward. So, but then we bring them into the chamber.
I didn't realize the chamber is actually works in connecting.
Yeah,
so normally the other chambers don't leave their cities. Yeah. What Tico and I have kind of incorporated is we're going outside of Miami Lakes and we're bringing people into our chamber.
Yeah.
From these surrounding cities, so that because these small businesses are not just doing business in Miami Lakes; they're doing business all throughout Florida for that, let alone Dade County.
Yeah.
So we want to incorporate everybody to come in and be a part of the chamber. I think for a single member, for our fee annually is $250. And then all you do is pay $45 a month for the one luncheon, which is probably the cheapest.
If you go,
luncheon. Yeah. And it's a very impressive sit down luncheon at Miami Lakes Hotel.
Yep.
So the chamber covers most of the.
Usually have very good speakers. Speaking of very good speakers, the one this week coming up is probably too late, but let me see. But October 8th, we have our very own Mayor Levin Cava coming to be the the guest speaker. So if everybody wants to talk budget, wants to talk about anything Miami Lakes, talk about Strive305. We have a Strive305 surprise that day too.
Right.
That's a great lunch to come to, October 8th.
Yeah.
You'll get to meet the rich reporter journalist, Janel Baez, and talk about her company, which she's going to tell us about now. So, and plus all our other guests. And there we're expecting a nice big group. And again, like Ray said, we're going to all other areas and they love it. And Hialeah Chamber of Commerce, Indiana's, work together with him. We go to his lunches. His people come to ours. We're neighboring cities. We work together instead of
it makes sense. Yeah.
It's not like if we're making money out, like he said, we're not making money off of this. So we're not trying to create ours and turn ours into a moneymaker. It's about promoting the businesses, promoting the people, promoting the Janels, not only in Miami Lakes, but Hialeah.
And beyond.
The gentleman in Doral, Ettore Sabatella, that owns the Doral Family Journal, has constant events. He's constantly bringing us on board, announcing us, and we do the same. Grant Miller, the owner he has 11 newspapers, constant events. The only bad thing for me is now I've committed to going to his events, which are 7:30 in the morning all the way in Casagua.
Which events?
Yes.
Why do you want to do that, dude? You know he's everywhere.
Because he's my twin. I gotta keep my twin happy. So, but the point is, is the mixing and the creating, and he's one of the best at it. That's why he's the president now. And then he's turned our little chamber into a hotspot. Everybody wants to go, I need to know about this Miami Lakes chamber. What's going on over there? Why is it so much fun? Why is everybody talking about it? And
my parents that have lived in Miami Lakes over 15 years, I can tell you firsthand that there's been a huge transition in whoever the leadership is, because Miami Lakes has evolved so much in the past 3 years. So
it definitely has.
I'm the first one to be able to notice that.
We've got fancy restaurants, location, everything. It's,
clubs. You have a lot more wellness and fitness also, which is great because it attracts a lot of the younger population as well. You want that so the community continue to thrive throughout the years.
And again, the mentality is not to grow, the operating budget for the chamber or anything like that, because we're not increasing any fees. We're not doing anything to increase our operating budget. Yeah, we're not profiting anything, and everything we do that actually makes money, all of that money goes to a certain charity. Our golf tournament goes to 5 different charities that we handed out a bunch of checks. We did a masquerade ball last year that went to scholarships and different charities as well. So everything we do goes to something, not just to us or anything like that. So
that's awesome. So if someone trying to look up the chamber, where would they go?
Well, the best way is Instagram, Miami Lakes Chamber, our Instagram, or you can go to MiamiLakesChamber.com and look us up there. It's easy to register. If not, DM us on Instagram, and either Tico, myself, or Matthew will get back to you. And
yeah, but the website is set up to be able to do everything. You can become a member. You can sign up for your lunch. You can sign up for the network. You can sign up for the gala. You can become a sponsor all through the website.
We have every month. So on top of, let's say, Daniela Levin Cava speaking, the following one is Tomas Regalado and Dario Fernandez. So the November one is our county tax collector and our property appraiser. And that's going to help, a lot of people. 2 months ago, we had three big CEOs. We did a panel of CEOs where they were talking about how they grow their respective companies. Which we had the CEO of Baptist Health on, the area president for TD Bank, and the one of the partners for Miami Lakes Auto Mall, who owns 7 or 8 large dealerships. So between the 3 panelists, they had a lot of questions in, and we want to create that interaction with large companies and small companies so that they can all learn from each other.
That's awesome.
What happens when you have those 3? I was the
moderator, yeah.
Right? But it's incredible the things that I learned from my small business, listening to the questions the crowd was asking.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And even, I don't want to hear these guys. What do I care about their big business? Not about that. It's how do they invest in the small businesses? How do you generate money from them and the things that they buy? So, and you do also get ideas from that. So it was an incredible. The panel was a big hit.
Yeah.
We're expecting the mayor, we're expecting the puppy prince, the tax collector, because everybody has questions. And the tax collector is new position, and apparently he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
You know, everybody loves what he's doing.
Yeah.
So you get to have him.
And then the speaker in December is our city mayor or our town mayor, which, you know, so if you wanted to do business in Miami Lakes with 33,000 plus residents, then you know, the chamber is the way to do it. You go to the chamber, you meet all these people, you learn how to do all that stuff. We're doing a small business workshop next week on the 26th, on September 26th at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. At Town Hall. Go to townofmiamilakes.gov and you can find out about that event. And there you're going to have a lot of speakers, CPAs, financial planners.
I have to check those out.
Yep.
Is that what attracted you to check out the chamber, or is there some how did they recruit you?
I was
Before she goes, when you go to these things, you make money, right? We all make more money now thanks to the chamber, thanks to Ray. What I want her to talk about is what do you do with that money when you make it? Because what her world is completely different than anything I've ever heard before.
So what? Thank you, Commander. So what I do is, well, I initially learned about this because I interviewed the politicians of Miami Lakes. I got involved with, I think she was here last week, Josephine Noble, because she's very involved with the Miami-Dade Commissions for Women. And I did an interview on her on domestic violence, how it's increased in Miami. And then I was invited to a town hall meeting in Miami Lakes. So I did an interview with the other politicians. And then Councilman Alex Sanchez tells me, you need to be part of the Miami Lakes Chamber of Commerce because you have a business, we don't have a journalist. So I was like, well, introduce me. So he gave me Ray's number.
Yeah.
Got a hold of him immediately. And then I just started learning, and I started going to all these events, and I realized that it's extremely beneficial and extremely valuable to make these connections in your community, because you want to have community no matter where you go, right? For your business, but also just for your personal gain also, because it's going to help you become a better person. You're going to develop social skills, interpersonal business skills. Just all around, it just makes you a better person. So that's why I joined, but I've always been a person that likes to be heavily involved in the community and in businesses as well, just because of my business acumen, my background.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like your business was the financial shield, right?
Yes. So my business, what it entails is it's life insurance, but nobody does the way that my company does life insurance in the entire country. What does that mean? We're revolutionizing the way Americans bank, retire, and protect their income. Okay, so for many years, we've been taught about infinite banking, meaning you get an index universal life insurance policy, you overfund it, and then years later, you have access to borrow from yourself, and then you're able to invest or buy a car or whatever the case may be. The system that we have, the concept, the company is not called the Financial Shield. The company is called Santa Cruz Ventures, but what we market, our brand is the Financial Shield. The Financial Shield is a concept, and it's a 3-policy strategy that revolutionizes the way Americans bank, retire, and protect their income. So now, basically, you have a term policy for living benefits. Nobody knows what living benefits are, which is a huge crisis in this country. Why is that? Because let's say that tomorrow you're involved in a car accident, or you develop cancer, or you have a heart attack, or you have a brain aneurysm, or you have a stroke. Any one of these conditions, now you're being able to be paid out hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to stay alive. Traditionally, everybody knows life insurance as you die and then you gain the profits from it, but you're dead, so you don't enjoy any of it. You get nothing.
It's for your family.
It's for your family.
Yeah.
So living benefits are through a term policy, and you basically get money for staying alive if something critical happens to you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but everybody before they die has at least one thing that will happen to them. You will get sick, especially in this country where disease and sickness is increasing drastically every single day, because its contributing factors are the water that we're drinking, the foods that we're eating. We're not as active as we used to be. Our medications, just the way that we live. Okay, everybody's going to have 8 out of 10 Americans will have some kind of disease before they die. Okay, why would you not secure your life over your car? So that's one of the things that I always ask. What is more important, your car or your life? No, of course, my life. My life is the most important thing. Why are you paying for insurance for your car and not over your life? If something happens to you, what are you going to do? Do you have $500,000 in the bank right now? No. Okay. How does your financial situation look like? If, let's say, tomorrow you're involved in a car accident, you can't work for 5 months. Who's going to replace your income? Because this is not health insurance. This is replacement of your income completely. Okay, so that's one step of it. The other step of it is the banking portion. So my business partner created this system where you take out an IUL, an Index Universal Life Insurance policy, right? And you need a credit card to be able to do this. You're going to have your traditional bank, but when you have your traditional bank, your direct deposit comes in. 2 days after your direct deposit comes in, you're going to transfer, let's say your expenses are $5,000 a month. I don't know is that low anymore these days, but let's say it's $10,000 a month. Okay, so now those $10,000 that were just distributed into your traditional bank, you're going to transfer that into your Index Universal Life Insurance policy. You're going to leverage that credit card to pay for all your expenses, whether that be personal expenses or business expenses. So through your Index Universal Life Insurance policy, you're going to pay your cell phone bill, your mortgage, your clothes, your lunches, your travel, your groceries, your gas. Okay, what does this entail? How is this so impactful to Americans? Every dollar you spend is 3% compound interest for the rest of your life, tax-free. Does your bank do that for you right now?
I'm going to go with no.
No. No bank does that. So what is that doing? It's generating an extra stream of revenue for you for the rest of your life. And now you're able to leverage that as retirement. So you're going to have a tax-free, secured financial vehicle for the rest of your life for retirement to be able to live. Or you can say, you know what? In 5 years, I want to buy a business. And now you're not going to have to go to a bank. You're not going to be taxed. You're just going to have the money right there.
You're your own bank.
You are your own bank, but this is liquid. This is not infinite banking. Why is it liquid? Because as soon as you start doing this from the very first month, you have access to your money, right? You're leveraging that money every single day.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the main
banking,
difference. It's like it's available.
It's liquid. It's liquid immediately. And also you're paying for your bills through this. Infinite banking is like you're putting $200 a month for 10 years. And then after the 10th year, you have X amount of money to be able to extract.
Right.
So it's not as prestigious. It's not as superior as what we call the ultimate bank account. That's what we named it, the ultimate bank account. And then we have obviously the side of retirement. Everybody in this country, if you work in corporate America like I did, I worked for the biggest hospice company in the entire nation called Vitas Hospice. Okay. I had a 401k. We all have 401ks, or you have a 403b, or if you're a first responder, you have a 457. And we're not educated. This country is extremely undereducated when it comes to finances, and we believe that this is going to be our savior for retirement. But what happens is that every time the market drops, you're going to lose value in these financial vehicles because the government controls the market and the corporations are controlled by the government also. So they need to tax. They have to find a way to tax. This is one of those components in the ways that they tax. Okay, the market drops. Now, with everything that's going on in the economy, we're seeing a lot of instability. A lot of the decisions that we've made as a nation, our current administration. So there's going to be a huge, I would say, economic catastrophe in the upcoming months and years. Everyone that has a 401k, they're going to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. The same way it happened in COVID, right? Because the market dropped. Okay, so this is why I'm such an advocate of, educating Americans, because it's so important. These are people that work every single day for their entire lives, and then they get to 55, 56, 58, 59. And they have this illusion like, I'm going to have so much money in my 401k. No, you're not. Because in all this time, in all these years that you've been working in this trajectory, how many times has the market dropped? Maybe about 5 times, 6 times. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars. So these financial vehicles are an illusion. So this is the other factor of it, the retirement option. You need to get something that's safe, that's tax-free and risk-free. When we say risk-free, it means the market drops, you lose nothing. You make nothing, but you lose nothing. Everything else is you lose value when the market drops. Real estate, stocks, Bitcoin, because all those things are taxed.
Yeah.
So it's not to say that this is your only viable option. No, but you should always have that to protect your family. Why? It gives you the death benefit. It gives you a living benefit. You have banking and you have retirement. It's a complete, how would I say, a Swiss Army knife.
For banking.
Yes.
That's real fascinating.
Yes.
So, well, I know we might be running out of time too, but I was going to ask a couple quick questions. One, where do people find out to learn more about?
So you can go to the website, which is thefinancialshield.ai. There you're going to see my executive team. And there's going to be a Dropbox menu at the bottom where you just sent in a message and an inquiry, and it's going to be very detailed. And if you feel very comfortable, since I'm the one speaking here and you heard my message, you can choose Janel Baez. That's my name. And it goes directly to my email. So I'm able to contact you immediately and we can make that connection.
Do you have any for small business options, like as part of what you guys?
Yeah. So for the banking portion, I will say our number one clientele are business owners because they're already financially savvy in many ways, and they care the most about where their taxes are being allocated to. The average American that does not have their own business, they do things like average people do. So most of our clientele, our number one clientele for the banking portion, are business owners. So if you have a business, this is extremely, extremely valuable for you because you're going to see your finances increase drastically. And the rate of return after 8 years is about 121 to 124 rate of return percent.
Wow.
I mean, yes, this is why I say I know that long-term strategies, they take a little longer. You have to sacrifice a little bit more, but the numbers long-term are astronomical and so impactful and powerful. So yes, it's kind of, you have to really do your checks and balances. And if you can do it and you can invest in a long-term strategy, that's the way to go.
Well, successful retirement is about diversification. So
Exactly.
this is one way to diversify your assets.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Listen to the banker.
Sometimes. Bankers, sometimes you listen. Sometimes.
It's made
It's
sense to
awesome.
me now the second time around. The first time I was lost.
No, it's a lot, but it does make
You're
sense.
lost. Just give her a call.
Well, the first time he was on the phone with like 3 different women.
No, we're not.
People.
My pizza ribbon cutting places. All right, I've had my
That's really
coffee. I've had my little cupcakes, which are delicious. Chef, thank you. She's still here.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be good right now, but
They're
as soon as we
really
go
good.
off the air, I'll have at least half of one of these things.
Well, the vegan ones were the best.
Thank you, everyone. Yes, we went over
try to
time
be-
because I told you guys this was going to be a good one. But thank you, everybody. Thank you again to the mayor. Thank you to Manny Sid. Thank you to all the boys, Graham Miller, Mike Miller. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Alex, our producer.
Yes, our producer Alex.
Look forward to seeing you guys soon. And we're hosting a big event.
This Wednesday.
Yeah.
This Wednesday, 5:00.
Come at 5:30 to Miami Community News Studios. Everybody's invited. Grant Miller and Michael Miller will be
They're opening up the studios and having a whole bunch of food and a bunch of people here. So
So
feel free to come by.
Thank you, everyone. Alex, go ahead. You can count me down.